Hello there, my name is Martin Nickel, and for the next few minutes I will be showing you how to get rid of those pesky disk read errors on your PlayStation 2. Over time, the PlayStation 2, after continued use, it can exhibit the disk read error, which is a very annoying thing when you're right in the middle of your favorite game. You turn on your PlayStation and all of a sudden it's not reading your disks. 9 out of 10 failures come from the continued use, or shall I say overuse, of the PlayStation 2. And the most common thing is the disk voltages fall out of alignment, which causes either your CD-based games, such as your PlayStation 1 CDs that can still be read in the PlayStation 2, or the DVD-based games for your PlayStation 2 falls out of alignment, or sometimes a combination of both. In this demonstration, I will be showing you some of the points that you need to be looking out for, and some notes and cautions that you will need to pay attention to during this demonstration should you try to do this for yourself. Now, the warning I love to bring up front is that if you are not a seasoned technician or know anything about electronics, do not attempt this repair, as it will damage your PlayStation 2 and it can damage you. So without any further ado, let's get on with the demonstration. Here on my bench we have some common tools that you will need. A handy tool that I like to use is this cordless drill, equipped with a number 2 Phillips screwdriver bit and plenty of power. This is to get the screws from the bottom of your PlayStation out. Now, a note on the screws on the bottom of your PlayStation: some of them are long and some of them are short. When you go to put the unit back together, do make a note of where these screws are, and do not put the wrong ones in the wrong holes, or you will mess up your PlayStation. Now, the other tools I have, you can pick these up at Radio Shack or any electronics store. Is a regular number one screwdriver and a set of television tools. You'll want to use a television tool that will get into the potentiometer adjustments without tearing them up. For seasoned technicians and those who do have some electronics knowledge, this will also be your best friend during the PlayStation 2 alignment, and take some of the time out of adjusting it, as this is a time-consuming job. This is a multimeter, and it will need to be set to the mid-range ohms reading, so that you can make your adjustments a little more precisely. Now then, some other points I like to bring out would be that before you make the adjustments on the PlayStation 2, make sure that you perform these steps first. Look at your media. If it looks like this is what a typical CD looks like. It's black, or you may see a blue one, maybe a silver one. But the thing you want to look out most for is dirt, smudges, and scratches. A lot of times, if you have a deep enough scratch on CDs or DVDs, they will not read right. And what you'll need to do is find another DVD or CD to put in the deck to see if indeed that you do need to do the laser adjustment. However, if you put another CD in and it reads just fine, then you will not need to make a CD adjustment. Same goes for your DVD adjustment. If you put a known good game in the deck and it works, don't fool with the adjustment. It's just that simple. But if you've tried several different discs and say you put a DVD-based game in and it's not reading correctly, you get the disk read error in several games, then you have a laser adjustment problem that you need to attend to. And the same will go for your CD-based games as well. Now what I'm going to do is show you the PlayStation itself, go over the versions real quick. And the versions are very important, because if you have, say, a PlayStation 2 that's a newer version than the one that you're trying to work on, the version information is important, because the hardware, for the most part, in the newer versions will not be compatible with trying to put the main board or a disk drive in it. It doesn't belong there. Now, when I talk of versions, version 1 through 3 is the part number from Sony on the back of the unit, SCPH 30001 is usually version 1 through 3. Now, any of the older PlayStations that has a version 1, version 2, or version 3 board, they're all compatible. You can interchange the parts. The same goes for 4 through 7, 8 through 10, 10 through 15, and the like. I won't go through every version. The best source that you can find version information would be on the internet. Now let's get into the PlayStation 2. The typical PlayStation 2, never mind the drill behind it, would look like this. The big bulkier version, I'm using the 30001 version 1 through 3 model. If you're confused by all the part number and the Sony part number lingo, it's only important, as I said earlier, when you're trying to determine what parts to put into it. Now, on the back, I'll show you this placard. Just for reference. It's a 30001, so it's going to be typically a version 1 through 3. Another way you can tell is if you look at the bottom of the unit itself. The version 1 through 3 model PlayStation has 8 holes at the bottom of it. 6 of them on the recessed bottom part and 2 on the side. We're going to make sure that you put the right screws in the right spot. Now when you take the screws out, gently take the top up and tilt to the right a little bit. And I'll show you this. This right here is a ribbon cable, and it's very important that you gently take the top off, or you risk ripping this ribbon cable and you'll have to replace it. Okay, turn it back now. This is the inside once you take the top off of it. The area we're going to be concerned about is this one right here, which is your CD, DVD, ROM drive. This doesn't have a ribbon cable on it. It only has 4 screws to hold it in, so you can take that out and place that aside. What we need to do for this procedure, the one time that you want to put power on it, and I strongly suggest you leave power off of it when you do the alignment procedure. We will turn the unit on and eject the disk drawer. There we go. Now we turn it off using the control in the back. The area that we are going to be concerned most with is the right rail that holds the laser in. In the back, you will notice that there are 2 screws. I've removed one of them. And what you want to do is gently slide the right rail out. Bring the laser up on the right side, paying particular close attention to the ribbon cable on the back. Do not rip. Be careful, because you do not want to rip that cable. I'll get this up here closer to where you can see this. These are your adjustments. The left right here and is the CD, the right is the DVD. The CD adjustment needs to be set at 1100 ohms if you're a seasoned technician using the multimeter. The right is at the optimal voltage can be set at 950 ohms, which by taking the TV tool and turning the potentiometer adjustment to the right just 1 or 2 degrees will increase the ohms, and you pay particular mind on the multimeter what the reading is. Now, what happens if you over adjust it? The laser ceases to function. You will need a new laser. Now in the back, from time to time, this wheel right here, and I've taken a Sharpie and I've marked the exact position of where it's at. You can take and turn this couple of degrees a few times one way or a few times another. That adjusts the laser height, which sometimes can fall out of alignment as well. So making these adjustments on here can save you repair shop costs if indeed the laser is not faulty or the motor is not faulty. Just back here so you can see me.